Hi, second graders. I am coming to you from the art room, and I want you all to go ahead and pull out your new piece of paper that was in your packet from Mrs. Leonard. It's a nice tall piece of paper. And a couple of things you will need today is a Sharpie and a pencil. And so I've actually began my paper setting it up. So the first thing with my Sharpie, I wrote my name. And then I came up with a border, and the reason I used a wavy border is today we are going to imagine we're diving deep into the sea. So if I was to go into the ocean and look at different creatures, I could be snorkeling right in there. And so as we're drawing today, we're going to think about that word self-portrait, a picture we create of ourselves. And I like doing self-portraits every year because we are physically changing. Artistically, we are changing, and even artists, they would create multiple self-portraits because it was a way to record their lives and just different things that were happening and just age and all of those things. So go ahead and start with your name, create your border all the way around. You can do a straight border, you could do a wavy border. I chose waves because of the ocean, thinking about the water. Now, we're going to then move into a pencil. So after you create your border and your name with a Sharpie, go ahead and grab your pencil. And anytime during this video, if you need to pause it to work, go ahead, push pause, and then come back. So thinking about my self-portrait today, thinking about being in the ocean, I'm going to think about wearing goggles because I want to see some creatures in the ocean. And if I want to breathe while I'm snorkeling, I would use a snorkel, something that would go in my mouth and I could have come up. So starting my self-portrait today, I like starting with a U shape for my head. And you can actually look right in your mirror today and you can think about the shape of your face. Okay, if you have more of a rounded chin or a square chin, you get to think of that. After I create this nice large U shape for my head, I'm going to draw two lines for my neck, and I'm going to take my shoulders right to the edge of my border. So it's important that you do draw nice and large. Now, if you are someone and you like wearing a swim shirt for protection from the sun, I could make a collar. If you are someone that just goes, like gentlemen, if you are, don't worry, this can be all skin here, okay? I'm going to draw my bathing suit straps. Okay, so you can think about what you would wear when you're swimming. The next thing I'm thinking about is my hair. Now my hair is just straight, but if I was swimming, do you think it would just go and lay down? No, it's going to float into the water. And the reason I left this area up here with just a U shape is so I could draw how my hair would appear if I was swimming. It wouldn't be straight, it would be floating around me in the water. Okay, so I'm just drawing real lightly. So if I ever need to, fix something, I can do that. Okay, and also gentlemen, I'm gonna flip my paper over. If you are thinking about your hair and it is more short, even girls, if you have shorter hair and you're thinking, Mrs. Berry, I have no idea how to do my hair, you can think about how maybe it's kind of going with the current of the water and it's floating to the side. You could also think maybe it's just really short. You could just do some zigzag kind of lines to show that. Hopefully you can see that. I'll hold it up. All right, so I'm going to continue here. Now, if you take one finger and put it on the very top of your head, okay, not top of your hair, but top of your head, one finger on the bottom of your chin, let's move our fingers at the same time. And when we reach the when they connect, that's the middle of my head, and that's exactly where your eyes are. So my eyes are right in the middle of my head, not way up in the hair, not way down on the chin, but in the middle. So thinking about my eyes, I want you to think, and you can always look right in a mirror for this. Our eyes are very similar to the shape of like a football or a lemon or a almond. Okay, so I'm thinking about my eyes being symmetrical as well. There's a lot of vocabulary words I'm saying right now. Symmetrical is when things are the same on both sides. So you're gonna have an ear and an ear, an eye and an eye, okay? You have your arm and your arm. So I want to think about those things. So after I have my eyes, I'm then going to draw a very large circle inside that. So I have the whites of my eye, I have the circle, and this is called your iris. The iris is the colored part of your eye. So if you have brown, green, blue, hazel, this is the color, this is where your color will be. Not on the sides where your white is, but in here. And as well as you have the dark center of your eye, and that's called the pupil, and that's gonna change depending on the dark and the light. Now, after you create that, you could put some details if you want to have eyelashes. I'm going to put my eyebrows in here. All right, moving on. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to think about the shape of my nose. If you are someone and you're thinking, I have more of a pointy nose, we're going to just use a line to represent that. So I could do a shape like an L. You could do a shape like a J, depending on the how your nose is. Look in the mirror, feel it with your finger. Is it pointy? Is it rounded? You could even think, you know what, mine just makes me think of like a hook, all right? So, or even like that. So I'm going to flip my paper over, and I kind of have a rounded nose at the end, so I have my nose. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to think about my mouth. Now with a snorkel, you put it in your mouth so that you can breathe and get air from above the water. So I am going to begin by creating the top of my lips. Okay, so here's the top. And I'm going to then draw a line across, but I'm going to continue that line going up, 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 way up to the top, because that's going to represent my snorkel. I'm going to do another line coming and meeting it all the way up. Okay. At the top, I'm going to create an oval, so then it gives the idea, the illusion that it's like a straw, but it's their snorkel. So this is where air bubbles could come out. Okay, so you could even put some bubbles up there. Another thing I like to do is come in and create some lines, okay, where I could actually come up with a nice pattern when I go and color this. And I then need goggles. So my goggles, I'm gonna go around my eye, like on the top of my eyes, and then I'm gonna come around here. So I'm putting my mask on. And I'm going to repeat that so I can add some color. Now, after you have your snorkel and your goggles, I'm going to think of a sea creature, a creature I want to put in my background. You could do a jellyfish, you could do a shark, you could just do a regular fish. I'm going to do, I'll just do a fish for right now. So you can think very creatively. I could even put little bubbles, okay? Some friends earlier wanted to do 2. That would be fine as long as you have space. So I do have a jellyfish here. Try to make them as realistic creatures, okay? SpongeBob, he's not realistic, okay? That's a cartoon. So try to do something that if you were to go snorkeling, you would actually see. Once you finish this, then you're going to take your Sharpie, and every single line needs to be traced. Sorry, I couldn't think of my word there. You need to trace it with your Sharpie, please. What this does is it cleans up your lines, but it also will help make your image stand out more, especially when we go in color. So my fish, my eyes, all of those details need to be outlined. My bubbles, all right, every single pencil line. And what's also nice is if you have a pencil line and you don't want it anymore, don't trace it. You can just erase it. I always tell students it's better to go nice and light than too dark. All right, so I'm going to stop here with this picture, and I'm going to show you how to move on, because I know my videos get a little lengthy and I want you to have time to create. Oh, you know what I forgot? Hold on, I forgot something. My ears, if you take your finger and put it at the corner of your eyes, corner of your mouth, and you drag them out, your ears will be there, and I totally forgot that. So I'm gonna put my ears. If you have earrings, I usually just wear some pearl earrings, so I put those in there. I keep them in pretty much all the time. If you don't have earrings, then I wouldn't put them in because it's not your self-portrait. Okay, totally forgot that, but I wanna show my hair. And notice I used lines for my hair. I did not scribble it in and color it because I want to leave room later on for that. All right, so moving on, I would continue. I'm going to show you how you will then proceed. So here's another one. So I thought about my skin color. Now my skin is not really light, and it's kind of a medium. I have some browns and tans, okay, some peaches in there. So don't be afraid to layer some of your crayons. You're going to only work with crayons for your snorkel, your skin, your bathing suit, your sea creatures, okay? And so I want you this week to just start coloring. This was actually from one of my classes today, and this is as far as I got. So if you have been working on listening to my video and drawing, and you just start coloring with crayon, please use crayon. I love crayon because I can do some blending. So for the skin, I started using a peach and a brown and trying to make my skin color. Even my eyes are brown, but if you're someone that has hazel eyes, you might say, oh, I want to use brown and green. And that's why I'm saying use crayon so you can do some layering. My snorkel, thinking about a pattern, I would work on my hair. I have a lot to do here. So I want you to go slow, pace yourself. This is a 2-week lesson. This is something we're gonna work on today and then our following art class. So I hope you enjoy this, right? So you can see my two. This is the one I was working on with you in drawing, and then here's one that I was working on earlier. So have fun. So you're just needing a pencil, a Sharpie, and crayons today. And like I said, get started, and then we will continue in the upcoming weeks. All right, so I hope you all are doing super well. I'm missing you, and I really hope to start seeing some of your artwork. So please share it on the Padlet page. Find the plus right under Mrs. Leonard's name, and you can take pictures of whatever you're working on, and I'd love to see it. All right, enjoy being in the deep sea today with your artwork. Have a great day. Bye.